Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be. Thank you for joining the Spiritism Talk series, promoted by the United States Spiritist Federation every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. My name is Teresa Castro, and I am delighted to host today's talk, which will be by Bernadette Leal, and she will be talking to us about creating conscious joy. Good morning, Bernadette.
Good morning, Teresa. Very early here, 8 o'clock
It-
in the morning.
That's right. So, good morning. And before you get started, let me allow me to introduce Bernadette.
Mhm.
Okay. So, Bernadette Leal is a mother, a children's book author, and an elementary school teacher with a master's in education. Currently, she is a board member of the Spiritist Society of San Diego. Bernadette gives talks and workshops on education and Spiritist teachings. She has a passion for music and singing. She is a member of Sembradores de Luz, volunteering her time to create videos, write articles, and other resources to support families and Spiritist educators. Bernadette happily lives with her husband in the beautiful sunny city of San Diego, California. Beautiful.
And
So let's all give Bernadette
I'm a grandma now.
oh, congratulations. Me too.
Yay! Which brings more to the topic, which is about joy, right?
That's right. And we're going to give you all a very warm welcome, Bernadette.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Well, I'm so happy to be here. It's always a pleasure. And first, I want to say I'm just getting better from a cold. So if I cough a little bit, I'm sorry. Excuse, I have my water, tissues, but hopefully everything will be just fine. And then we will chat a little bit and have this great time. Talking about what? Talking about joy, right? Also have my notes here. If you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing so I don't get lost like a teacher. We always need like our PowerPoint, all the steps. And my hope today, wherever you are, that you will stop and think about joy. I will give some examples of what's going on in the world, society. You might look a little bit negative at first, just stating facts, but then we will turn the page. And together we will see how we can bring more joy to our life. Why joy is so important, right? So, are you ready? Come with me. Okay. Um, where did I get this inspiration? It was in the book, from the book Times of Health and Consciousness, from by Joanna de Angelis. And I love the books about being conscious, about different topics in our lives. And I was reading one, and it was talking about joy. And I stopped and thought, you know, I turn the TV and I see a lot of sadness, um, negative news, war. Oh, and even start with the politics, which we don't go there deeper in the topic, but I see people stressed. And I ask myself, where is the joy? We walk on the streets and I see people driving, and probably you see that too. And people are so serious, like with a frown. And we forget to smile. But I'm part of that too. I'm not saying, oh, bad you shouldn't do that. You should be more joyful. We are not judging. For example, I'm a teacher and I have so much work to do. When I go to school, I wake up, get dressed, get my lunch, get on the car, go there, start teaching behavior that you can even imagine. And I work with a lot of kids with special needs too. And it's insane. I not only have so much challenge, and some kids even hurt me physically, not intentionally. That's how they communicate. By the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I come home, I take a nap. And then I see what I'm going to eat. And sometimes I have energy. And now there are times I go just get a burrito and eat. And then it's the weekend. I rest and then I have to clean. I have to cook. Then I have to prepare lessons. Do you see? And I'm sure some of you can relate to this. And don't even get me started if you have kids. My daughter is a grown up now, but I remember. And if you have little ones, then you have all those things that you have to do. And then it becomes a routine. You get into that cycle. And we don't take the time to bring joy to our lives. So today I invite you, let's stop. Let's, like Joanna says, be more conscious about joy, because joy feeds our spirit. And we forget. We say, oh, I need to work on myself. Of course, there's so many things we need to work on ourselves. And my spirit, I need to meditate. I listen to lectures and talks. Hopefully you are feeding your spirit right now too, listening to these spiritist talks. And I need to pray. And where is joy in the list? Because our spirit needs joy too. And then what we see back into that routine and that crazy thing called life, that we are always in a hurry. We are always on the go. And then when we have a break, what do? Most of us, guilty, get on the phone and we are looking at social media. And then we start bringing up some emotions. Look at what's going on with this family, with this person. It brings sadness, it brings joy, it brings jealousy, envy. So we have to be careful. And then another thing that we do, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do something that brings me joy. And what do? We sit on our couch and binge watch 6, 7 episodes and say, this is bringing me joy. No, it's you enjoy doing this. And we have to be careful because it could be, I'm escaping from the reality. So let's reflect about all the things that's going on in our lives. Right now, think what's going on in your life. What it is. How is my day? How is my weekend? What do we do? And for us that do a lot of volunteer work, when we have some free time and we have to go to our spirit center, or you go to your church or anything that you do. All right. Okay, Bernadette. You're already telling me all those things. Then what? Well, let's start by understanding the difference between happiness and joy. If I ask you, are you happy? Are you happy right now? Are you a happy person? For me, I have, well, I'm going to be happy right now. I have happy moments. It's okay. But if I ask you, what brings you joy? Oh, for me, the second one is way easier. I can have a list of things that bring me joy. But happiness, I have to think. So there's nothing wrong between those two emotions, that being happy and joy. We go through this a lot in our lives. But as we are talking about being more conscious, when we talk about happiness, happy Happiness is something that might be at a long term. For example, I am happy. I will be very happy when I get my job. I will be happy when I win the lottery. Oh, me too. If you will believe me, I will be jumping. So, happiness, we count on a lot of things from external parts, external situations, expecting the something will work the way we want. And then when that happens, we are happy. Of course, we are happy, right? Christmas, for example. And if you see children, they want something, they've been wanting that gift. And for parents, they can afford, and that wish come true, and the kids are very happy. Yeah. And what do we see? 2 days later, they don't even care about that thing anymore because it's something temporary. And it comes from outside, exterior. And when you go through that, but what about joy? Joy is different. Joy feeds our spirit. When we do something that brings us joy, we feel peace. We are calm. We feel good. That's when I know the difference. I'm happy. I'm all excited. And when I am joyful, something happens from within that makes me, it makes me, I know, I can't even explain. When I have joy, there are times that I numb myself, but not numb in the sense of pain. It's like it feels so good. Joy feels so good. For example, um, let's see. Oh, Spiritist Symposium. I participated in so many. Last year, I couldn't go, a little bit too far from me, from California. But when I work with children, it's so tiring. It's so exhausting. And sometimes it's stressful. But we do it. We keep doing. And at the end, the result is so good. It's beautiful. You see everybody working together to deliver this special event that will bring light to the world, that will help us spiritually. That after that, when I'm done, even though I'm tired, I can't help myself but smile. It's just, and it lingers because on the following day, when we have breakfast, you see everybody smiling. You got in that vibration. This is joy. Hold to that feeling. I'm happy to see everybody there. Friends that I haven't seen for a long time. But this is joy. It feels, I can't express another word. For me, it feels good. If you feel good, but calm and peaceful by doing something that you love, that's joy. But how many times I feel like that? How do I bring more joy to our lives? Well, we need to stop and think. I forget. If you're like me, you know, you're always taking care of everybody in your family. I take care of some of my family here, sometimes in Brazil, then work, and I forget about my spirit. Let's make our spirit smile. When I give talks at the centers, and I probably you too, and you hear people is you talking, or they are listening to you, everybody's so serious. And then I stop and go, come on, do I need to say a joke? Let's smile. This is a joyful time, a joyful moment. Now, I let me give an example. When I was studying to be a teacher, and we have to do a lot of workshops, and I was taking a class about behavior, how to deal with behavior. And after a while, you know your students, right? You know, with this one, if you just give a hug, the student's going to be okay. This one is so hyper that we need to give him a puppet. For this, and we have their 30 different personalities. But when the behavior happens and you have to address the situation, your mind, you are exhausted because you are doing this all day, and you don't even know which student I need to give a hug, which student need to call mom with. It is insane. So they suggested that as soon as we get to know the student and how they respond better, to create a list. And with this little chart with some steps that you can do to help. Maybe you can do this with your child, do it with your husband, do it with your wife. Why am I saying this is when you have time, and make time. Because you say when you have a time, and we always say, no, I don't have time, I'm so busy. Well, make time and write a list. Write a list of things that brings you joy. Things that you can do. 5 minutes, go for a walk. Paint, draw. I love to draw mandalas. What is it? So when the moment happens during the week, the chaos or you were so busy, you get your list ready in your wallet, in your pocket. Don't just go get your phone to see what's going on Instagram or whatever you go in social media. Go get the list and say, it's time to bring me joy. It's time to feed my spirit with joy. Right? When was the last time you did that? And the joy is something that it's in the present. It's happening right now. While happiness, we might have to wait a little longer to achieve that. But joy is like here. I'm in the present. I'm the present. Right now, I have so much joy being here. And after we are done, I guarantee you, I will be smiling for a long time. I might even go do my dishes, smiling and singing, because I woke up and there was dishes because I was so tired yesterday. I didn't want to clean the kitchen. I go, tomorrow. And I woke up to got my coffee. Yeah, thank you, God, for this kitchen, everything. And I go, and I'm tired. But I already feel the difference. I already feel the energy, the vibration of being here. Of talking right now. And I'll tell you later, I'll probably go do the dishes. I need to clean, singing, because I just fed my spirit. Have you done something that it feels so good and peaceful that you don't even see the time passing by? It is like, oh my gosh, I forgot to have dinner. Oh, that's why my stomach hurts right now. Please don't do that. Be mindful too. Okay, don't skip meals. We don't want anybody to be sick or have any health issues. But you are immersed in something so joyful for you that you even forget the things that you need to do. But again, moderation, 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 right? I always tell my daughter, She says, Mom, this is the word I always remember: moderation. So, joy is a choice. We can choose to complain about everything that's going on. And my work, one thing that us teachers do a lot is to complain. It's sad, right? And it's like, today, this is what happened in my classroom, but we need that to vent. And then I realized that we are all grumpy because lack of support and everything. We don't have support in the classroom. Things are very serious. So I started inviting them to have lunch with me in the classroom. And I started, they're having lunch, and then suddenly I say a joke and I make them laugh, and suddenly everybody's laughing and it feels good. Why? We have to practice. Like, I forgot. I forgot what it is to be joyful. I completely forgot. And then we see our teenagers, grown people, they're teenagers too, hormones, but they see you grumpy because there's so much stress. No. Let's bring joy to our lives. And the first step to get that joy is gratitude. How much are we grateful? We are grateful, like deep inside, compared to what's going on in the world. I know you are grateful. I guarantee. It's like, okay, look around. Look at all the things I have. Look at my health, right? I, I'm grateful, but we forget to say that more often, to really embrace gratitude. And for us to enjoy joy, first we need to realize all the wonderful things that we have. If I go for a walk, and now I'm saying, usually when I go for a walk now, I'm saying, I'm grateful for my eyes. I always said, oh my gosh, imagine if I wouldn't be able, and there is a park, because I walk in this park close to my house. Look at the birds. I can hear the birds, and oh. And after I'm grateful, I realize the state of gratitude. I start getting to my Zen moment, and that's joy. It's like I forget what's going on, all the problems, and we're just there. Be in the moment, in that joyful moment. So, another part of joy is it is connected to faith. Mhm. Faith. Because it gives you peace. And you know that everything's going to be okay. Be joyful. It's be able to find joy even in the moments of challenges. And when we do that, we will feel stronger, and we might be more able to handle the situation. When I started studying Spiritism about 30 years ago, I was in Brazil. I'm from Sao Paulo. And I was studying at the Spiritist Federation there, and took several classes. And then one of the classes that I took was about the learners of the gospel. That's one of my favorite classes. And we learn a lot about the gospel and Jesus's teachings. In my case, I want to study a little bit of mediumship, but what I like to said before we study mediumship in that federation, I had to learn a little bit more the moral of Jesus, work on myself morally, so I would maybe become a better medium, which I didn't study mediumship there. I studied here in United States in my center. But at the time, I was going through a very, very difficult situation. I Today I look back and go, wow. But it was over. Today I remember and things are much better. So I was there, and almost at the end of my course, don't remember, I think it was 6 months or something, I talked to my teacher, and I came to him and I said, you know, I'm going through some challenges, and I think now it's so difficult that I would like to talk to somebody. Is there any counselor or um, somebody that you can talk here? And they do at the the federation. Like we say here, fraternal counseling. They have that available. And my teacher said, yeah, yeah. So he explained, but then he said, hold on, what's going on? Can you tell me? I was like, I guess I can share. After a while, I was after a while, you connect with your instructor, and I totally connected. Was a lady and a man, and very good teachers. So I sat down outside the classroom. There were some chairs, and I kind of share a little bit. And he was like, "What? You're going through all this? I would never imagine. This is very hard." I go, "Yeah, I know." He says, "But you come here every day now, every twice a week. And we look at you and you're smiling." Yeah, I have a big mouth. I can help. Even when I rest my mouth, I'm less like this. I would never imagine that you were going through this. My co-teacher, we called you the smiley girl. They used to say, "You are menina sorriso. You are always smiling." How? And I'll tell you why. Because when I was there learning, when I was there studying, it was my moment of joy. The world could stop, and I was there. I was in the present. I was enjoying, I was loving it. There was joy all over me, and I was smiling because that joy, that truly joyful moment, was feeding my spirit. And I learned about faith. It gave me hope. Hope also helps you to feel more joyful. And I want to smile. Many of you that are watching now, that you are a little bit familiar with Spiritism, or a lot, or this is the first time you were watching this. Spiritism explains a lot. I had so many questions. And I understood what I was going through. But not to feel, oh, poor me. No, yeah, this is going on. But there's a few things that I can do. And when I do those things, and when I hear, it's okay, you're gonna be okay, I get a little bit of joy. Just go, okay. Plus, when you have those joyful times, we change our vibration for better. We elevate and we are more positive. And what happens when we do that? We connect with our mentor. We connect with the higher spirits, the creator. How many of you have been experience like you're doing something that really brings you joy? Like, let's say I'm walking or doing something. I love writing. I love, and I said I volunteer for Sembradores, and I can, if you need my help, I love to write articles, plays, children's story. And when I do that joy, and that's when I get inspired. When I'm going for a walk and me time, suddenly I found the solutions for a problem because you are not in the chaos. And then you are ready to listen. You find the inspiration. You find the answers for your problems. You find what the next step is. So we need to do more of that. I found one part here. I'm going to read for in Galatians 5:22-23. In the Bible, it says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control." Well, let's read again. Okay? The fruit of our spirit. It says love. Good. We know love is the first one. The second one, it says joy. Love and joy. We skip that. Totally skip that. Don't have time for joy. Well, make time. I've been repeating that over and over. The fruit of the Spirit's love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. We should write this. Let's not skip those. Right? So, what are the benefits of joy? I probably already said that. It's funny. I had all those steps as a teacher. When I talk, I have first I'm going to do this 2, 3, 4, 5, and when you have a PowerPoint, it's very easy because you just follow the sequence. But for some reason today, I decide not to. I just want to share from the heart, and it's funny. Completely move out of the sequence. I'm just feeling inspired to talk to you this way in this sequence. But the benefits back to joy. What do I gain? What are the benefits? What are the things about it? Right? Well, joy helps you with the stress. The problem is going to be there if we're dealing with whatever it is, right? But if you take those moments to bring joy, your level of stress is going to go down. It's good for you mentally, spiritually, physically, healthy wise. It helps you to heal too. So, joy helps you to be more aware of gratitude. How grateful we are. And it is contagious. When I talk about joy, and I'm talking, and there is opportunity for me to go online. I always show a video, and please do this. It's so funny. Go on YouTube and find videos of people that start laughing at the bus stop. So you were just watching, and the person opens a book and go, and the listen, you start laughing. I hope you are laughing right now. Come on. And the next person start laughing, start laughing, and start laughing. And then you see 20 people laughing, and they do this in the bus, they do this in the park. Find different ones. So when you cannot reach your list of joyful things you want to do, go on YouTube, go on your phone. Come on. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you do can wait. Find those videos and laugh. That's why how you call laughter therapy? I think we should have that in our spiritual centers. Huh? What do you want? What do you think? Let's get moments of laughter therapy and just laugh. And when you laugh, what do you feel? You feel good. It feels good. I have that with my sister when she comes and visit me. That's the moments that I have the most joy in my life. Because we have some health issues that are the same. And then we walk and go, oh, my knee. It's like, oh, my left knee is hurting too. And we look at each other and laugh and go, oh my God, we have the same pain. Instead of, oh my God, it's hurting. And we laugh. It was a time that you laughed from the spirit, not a little joke. No, that comes from your guts, from within. Maybe one of the spirit's talk should be the power of laughter. Think about that. Or you just Google. So, and this is very contagious. Joy is very contagious. It connects you with your mentor and guides, which I mentioned that too. It brings you more peace and helps you to be more resilient, stronger. It brings that energy to go back and deal with the problem. That's what's happened with me. I was studying it 30 years ago at the Spiritist Federation. When I went to my class, I learned so much. I was so happy. And I left. I was on the subway and all the crazy thing happening. And I was like, and then I opened the door. Yes, I'm back here. But I had more energy. I was ready. So let's do this. Joanna says, I wrote here, I copy what she wrote, was hold your moments of joy in your memory, no matter how insignificant they may be. Their succession will give you an enormous store of stimulating motion for the good. Let's read one more time. Hold your moments of joy in your memory. Right now, pick a moment of joy in your memory. No matter how insignificant they may be, their succession will give you an enormous store of stimulating emotion for the good. So let's do that and consciously bring more joy into our life. And you know why? Because you matter, because you are important, and you deserve joy. So let's start. I invite you to start that today. So that's what I would like to share with you today. Keep that in mind. And if you have any questions or if you want to talk more about it.
Thank you, Bernadette. That was awesome. Incredible. Thank you so much. I couldn't help but think when you were sharing about Jesus saying, be like little children. I thought it was yes, it was beautiful. So thank you so much. And so please stay with us for the Q&A session that will start shortly after some announcements. So there's the virtual course, Introduction to Mediumship, a free virtual course for beginners. The U.S. Spiritist Federation is thrilled to invite individuals eager to explore the realm of spirit communication according to Spiritism. Check out the new course at learn.spiritist.us, or you can scan the QR code on the flyer. Okay, and then next we have a podcast-like series, Psychology and Spirituality, A Bridge to a Better Life, based on the works by Joanna DeAngelis. A new episode every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's also available on YouTube and Spotify. And then we have the Spiritist app, Be My Hope. It's now available at the App Store or Google Play. This app offers uplifting content in a collection of videos, daily messages, and audio materials. Download it now. And then we have on the screen, please note, there is a QR code if you want to help the USSF produce more publications and promote Spiritists to everyone. Scan the QR code on screen for your donation. So if we're ready, we can start addressing some comments or questions from the audience. Please feel free to take time and send one in if you'd like to. So this is from Daniel Santos. Since you've mentioned about our current time, how can we shift our focus from negative thoughts to positive ones?
Well, good question. And first of all, we need to want it. In my opinion, okay? This is Bernadette's opinion, and I'm just trying here. So, it's the realization that you are being negative. I work with people that they are negative all the time, and they don't realize because it's everybody's fault. What's going on? Oh, it's somebody else's fault. It's the parent, it's the child, it's the administration. So, first, it's come to a point that I'm being more negative. And this is not doing good. So when people start telling you, hey, you are being very negative, and when you start, people don't want to hang out with you too much because you're always complaining. First step, yes, I'm being negative, and I want to stop. And we need to be conscious and say what I'm going to do. Today you can Google ways of you can be more positive. You can ask for help. You can read. You can listen to positive lectures when you are driving to work. And one of the things that's so easy to be more positive that anyone can do is a gratitude journal. When we have a gratitude journal, we automatically start seeing beauty and good things in the world because wonderful things happen to us every day. Every day. So get that journal, and I usually do at night, write 10 things that you are grateful that happened to you today. And if you don't have it, first we don't realize, but then you start seeing, and I don't care if I'm grateful because my fingers move. And when you find a situation that it was very joyful for the day and positive, I visualize, like Joanna DeAngelo is saying. When somebody buys my coffee at Starbucks, that happens to me. Somebody in the front paying forward. And then at the end of the day, and that gratitude journal, I just like, oh, that was so nice. I relive the situation right there, being more positive. So I'm sure there are many, many ways to be more positive. But gratitude journal for me helps a lot. That's it.
Thank you. And we can do one right on the spot. We don't have to wait till we're falling asleep at night to start writing.
No, right, Teresa?
Right on the spot. Yep.
Right.
I believe we have another question. Yes, go. All right, Kava. Hi, Bernadette. Loved your reminder about the contagiousness of laughter and how genuinely it changes our brain function, neurochemical spectrum. So true that there are courses to learn and practice laughter, like laughter yoga. Beautiful.
I've never done laughter yoga. Oh my God, I gotta do this, girl. Imagine, imagine, that's, we are missing that in our lives. So, Yasko, let's do it. Are you ready to start, Yasko? Can you offer that? I will join, but then it has to be online.
Thank
Oh my God, come on, let's laugh more. Laugh and
you.
laugh loud. Don't be embarrassed. I've seen kids and adults that when they laugh, they go like this. Have you
Mm,
seen it? Maybe they're embarrassed about their teeth or something, but just laugh. We are so, uh, uh as is, what to say, worried about other people who think about us. Then don't.
mm.
But I'm with you. Let's do some more laughing yoga, laughing, whatever it is. Laughing is spiritism. No, we're not laughing about the context, okay? But I don't know, Danielle, or you guys go, "Hi, Bernadette, it's crazy. What is this woman doing?"
Okay. So
Right?
Yasko says, yes, let's do that, Bernadette. I'm sure you'll have a lot of followers. Okay, and I think there is, yes, US Spiritist Federation. Is joy a choice or a result of circumstances? Can we cultivate joy in the face of adversity, or does it depend on external factors?
Okay, leave that question there because I will forget. Both. Joy is a choice and a result of circumstances. Like that lady that paid for my coffee. And of course, oh, I'm happy, but I felt really grateful. I felt good. There were times that I didn't have money and somebody did something for me, and it comes with the gratitude. But those circumstances don't happen all the time. It's like we are waiting for happy moments that we talk about the difference that comes from outside that made you happy. And joy too may not happen all the time, but then we need to work on that. It's a choice, but you need to be ready to embrace. You need to be ready to say, yes, I want to be more joyful. And believe me, when you say in face of adversity, and I keep giving example of my work because it pretty much my husband says just bring your mattress and you stay there. Sometimes I stay like 12 hours there instead of 6 or 8. There's so much work that it has to be done, and you're working with people that you don't agree. At work we have problem or family. There's a, you know face of adversity, and you can choose joy. You need to have your voice. We forgot our voice. We don't talk about it. We don't want to do anything about it. Speak up with love and kindness, and choose joy. Choose joy at work.
Mm.
Imagine when all the things and your boss or whatever, the stress, and you need, this is what you do. You get a cup and you stop. And they asking, what are you doing? There's nothing there. I go, oh, there is. I'm having a cup of joy right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. So let's make a cup that says cup of joy, and you have at work, at your desk, at home. When everything is going crazy, the situation will not dictate who I am. And I choose joy, and enjoy your joy. Enjoy a cup of joy. Hope I
Beautiful.
answered the question. If
I
not,
think so. I was thinking, Bernadette, that is the conscious part of it,
yes,
right? So we can apply effort, but also when circumstances happen, for us to be aware, to be alert, what's going on around us, to even know we should, this is a joyful moment. Because if we're not aware, we're asleep, we're thinking about all the other problems we have, we miss that joyful moment that is happening right now in the presence. So I think it's a beautiful title you brought to us today. And I
yes.
think we may have one more question. Spiritist Network TV. Could you say that to cultivate joy is related to being aligned with God's love and wisdom?
Absolutely. Yeah. I say everything is in divine order and God is in charge. We forget. We forget. We think this, it's somebody's fault, or it's not the way I want. When we reach that conscious awareness that God is in charge, we relax.
Hmm.
We relax and go, okay, it's hurting now, but it's okay. I'll be okay. I love when people used to tell me, that's why I repeat this a lot. When I was crying and all the problems, and my friend I used to have, and she said, she held my hand, Bernadette, God is in charge.
Oh.
Everything is going to be okay. And that's all I want to hear.
Mhm.
It felt so good. That sparkle. And God is joy. God is, the song, if you went to church, I have a joy, 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 joy down in my heart. What? Joy in my heart to stay, and I'm so happy. I always sing the song when I'm in a bad mood to remind myself to be joyful. And in everything I do, in all the joyful moments that I choose, I see God's hand. God is everywhere. If God, for me, beside all the parts of God that we can just describe, God is joy, at least for me. And if I'm connected with Him, I am joy as well.
Awesome. Awesome. I believe this next one will be the last one. Here we go. The U.S. Spiritist Federation. Thank you for an uplifting description of joy. It's so inviting. Why do we not prioritize it? Why don't we do it?
Well, first you ask this yourself, what is it in my life that I am not taking the time to feed myself with joy? We get distracted, but it's a choice too. There's so much going on. So instead, here's one my suggestion. When we do some talks, let me see. I have to be very careful when I say this. Sometimes I watch lectures, and towards the end, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm not saying this is spiritism, whatever it is, I leave feeling guilty.
Hmm.
It's like it's so much negative things. You need to do this. You came here to suffer. Well, like that's why I study more spiritism than the other things that I used to do. Because like, don't stop blaming me. That's why I love spiritism. And I think it's important at the end when we talk to bring joy, to bring hope to the ones that are watching it, to remind them. So we need reminders. We need more be more conscious about the importance of joy. We need to create workshops of joy,
Mhm.
laugh yoga. Let's do a workshop just fun. You're gonna laugh, spiritual fun, spiritual joy.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and when you were talking, it reminded me about um, old conditionings. If we don't let go of these old conditionings to make room for this joy or this newness, and just by you saying God is in charge, I felt my shoulders drop. Right when
Uh-huh.
you said, I didn't even ask the question, but it was beautiful. Thank you so much.
I
Okay,
will I will
so
share with you, Teresa. I wrote a song,
hmm,
and the song is on Spotify. It's called God is in Charge.
wonderful. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, and the kids,
Awesome.
and I did a lot for kids, but I'm driving, I go, God is, when I don't know what to do, God is in charge. When I'm feeling blue, God is in charge. So all these affirmations.
Beautiful. Great suggestion. I'd love to hear it. Well, thank you, Bernadette, and thanks to everyone who watched today's talk live and those who have been following our weekly Spiritism talk series. Next Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, don't miss The Gospel at Home and in the Heart by Joyce Megalese. Our next live will be next Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So before we close, Bernadette, can you please say our closing prayer?
Yes, I'll be glad to do that. So if you are at home or wherever you are, and if you can, if you're comfortable, try to close your eyes, elevate your thoughts and your energy. Take a deep breath. Divine Creator, as we look around, we just have reasons to say thank you for the beauty, for everything we have, and including our challenges. We know that you are with us. And you probably, and I would say, you are smiling right now, looking at you and smiling and telling you, my child, I love you. I see you. You are important. And what I want you to be more joyful. So bring joy to your life because I'm with you, smiling with you, enjoying the beautiful things with you. Because you have a purpose in this world, a purpose on this planet to be a light and a joy in the world. So let's bring light to everyone right now as we feel God's presence and the good spirits around us. And we want to say thank you. In the name of Jesus, so be it.
And so it is. Thank you so much. See everybody next week.